Oh, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's continue our Draenei Paladin quest. Oop.
Good day, dear friend. Your contribution to the growth of our kingdom is invaluable. Thank you for your devotion.
Hey, Saladini. Hello. Thank you for the 22 months, Saladini. How are you doing? Thank you for your support. Oh, sorry. Your heart is a vessel of light, but it can also be filled with shadows. Choose wisely what you carry within. That's right. Okay, so I'm going to begin the shield here. Well, we already kind of started, but we're gonna continue. We are a vessel. Positive or negative things.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Grumbly, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome in. Howdy. We're just getting the evening started. I appreciate that. How you been? We're sculpting a character from World of Warcraft. Let's see. It's a Draenei Paladin. This is part of a 2-character project. We had already done the first one for this customer, and this is the second one that'll go with it. So just started doing the shield. It's kind of what we'll be working on this evening here. Doing good, man. Had a really good morning. Went for a nice swim earlier. So always feels really good after a nice swimming session to relax and get some sculpture work done. Here's a part of a chess set I'm working on right now. One of the rooks. Oh. I'm ready to get some work done. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for sending your people here. Did Ina have a good birthday? She did, yeah. It was a nice birthday. Calm, laid back, you know. Nothing too crazy. Just the way we like it. Okay, let's see here. Actually, how do I want to do this? Yeah. Always good to see you, my friend. And thank you. Have good lurk. Sounds perfect. Yeah, I made her some dinner. Me and Emma decorated her cake in the morning. We had a singular friend over. One friend. Did some evening gaming together. It's really nice weather out today. I actually grilled for dinner today. A little bit of grilling. Yeah. I think every time I go, I decorate a cake, there's always a kind of a level of change of plans. The frosting not behaving the way you want it to or whatever. Always works out. Always tastes really good. Doesn't matter how well you do the decorating. Mm-hmm. A-N-G. N-G Sibo. Good evening. It's kind of like an air bubble here or something. Okay, so we need to get the kind of the profile shape, the curve of the front of the shield. We establish that first. And then we texture. We are creating a shield for our Paladin, which is from World of Warcraft. The Paladin. Here's the Paladin right here. Be holding the shield. Kind of like this.
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Hey, Melon. Good evening, Watermelon. Thank you very much for the 11 months, my friend. How are you doing? Mm-hmm. Double down mode. Double or nothing, huh? Okay. Let's see here. How much of a curve does this even have? That's got a decent amount. So we'll start with a piece of clay like this. Then we do a smaller one and maybe one more. Bezos bucks. A Zulu warrior shield. That would be cool. Sounds cool, at least. Maybe one more, even thinner. Could do the trick. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really important that the surface is smooth. It doesn't have any defects. That's why I like this knife. Really doesn't work too well anymore for doing that kind of stuff. Get another one. Something like this would work fine because it's still got the smooth metal finish. Actually, I'll probably be using that one right today, actually. Yeah. Could be polished. Yeah, it could be. Or sanded, yeah. Basically, the clay will mimic the texture of whatever it is you smush into it. So if you smush in a mirrored finish metal object, it's going to want to take on that texture. We did the second painting. There's still going to be probably another painting class this Sunday. And then there's only one last kind of session that will be the all the mixed media. So mine is new, but it's still leaving scrapes, etc. Put a lighter touch on it there, Patricia. Put a lighter, like more movements that are not as heavily pushing, you know. It's almost like as you get closer to your final shape, you let up on how much force you're pushing down with, and just do multiple strokes, and you'll start to you'll produce like you can be more heavily handed at the beginning till you get kind of close to your shape. And then once you kind of get closer, you'll see it'll do these tearing things that will happen if you're kind of going too like aggressive. But you get closer, and you just kind of almost like very loose. I'm very loosely holding this at this stage, and you're just almost like smoothing with the metal surface. And each time I do a motion, I'm like looking at the marks left behind. I'm not looking at the tool, I'm looking at the surface. And you just kind of hone it in until you can get like a really you can see the mirror finish that's on there. So yeah, I can ship my work anywhere that I'm allowed to ship stuff to. I can ship, which is most places. I'm trying to think if I've ever had a South African client before. If I did, maybe it was only once or twice in my career, but not very often. A lot of Europe, people from Europe for international. Canada, definitely Canada. Them Canadians love cnotbusch sculptures for sure. Probably say Canada is probably my biggest country. European countries, pretty common. I think I've done for South Korea before. Dubai, shipped to Dubai before. Norway. Hit me when I'm down. Slay the beast while he's wounded. Yeah, thanks a lot, my friend. My South African friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate your kind words. Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. I made the mistake of playing the first playing the kind of like the pre-release where they just came out with one section, and I played it a lot, and so now I have this problem where if I want to play it now that it's actually fully out, I have to get through the first section that I already binged. And I can't just rush through it because I have to like loot every chest again and, you know, do everything I did before again. And I can't just load up my old save because it's been too long since the last time I played. So, you know, I would want to start fresh. It's quite a conundrum. I think my way to overcome it will be to involve other people on my actual playthrough. So there's that other element of someone else playing. Well, I did loot everything for so long. Oh yeah? Then you stopped or what? There's gonna be that one thing you wish you had that you missed. I only have fear of missing out when it comes to in-game loot. It's the only thing I fear missing out on. Is some little shiny bauble in a box that I didn't loot. Or some sort of reagent I didn't pick enough of when I need it. Ate him, huh? Is it really? It's a good one. What was that? I think it's Planet. Is it? What song is that from? Planet Zoo, I think. Game soundtrack. Okay. Now we're gonna blend this all together and really start cleaning up the shape here. We're here because we want to build. Huh. Appropriate. Start fresh. That's a rule with those kind of games. You can't just load up an old save and pick up where you left off. If there's been too much time between, you gotta start fresh. Gotta get reinvested. Skyrim is never finished. Oh, it is. I can tell you. I have finished Skyrim. I may have not finished many games, but Skyrim, I have. Put it this way, I did literally everything else you could possibly do aside from the storyline. I avoided the storyline so long that I literally had nothing else I could do left. And then I actually did it. I did the storyline. No way I'm spending those hours getting perks to 100. Do it. Do it. You don't even remember your character. You need to start fresh. That's why you have a hard time getting back into it, because you're not invested in that save file anymore. You know, you're already out. You're already tapped out. I've yet to meet the beardos atop the mountain. Oh, man. Yeah. You know how at the beginning of the game you escape the castle where the dragon is attacking? And you're following what's-his-face down to his village? You know, you have to run down this kind of like little mountain pass. Yeah. Almost every single time I get to the part where it has like the stones where you can pick one of the alignments, you know, and I do that. I get distracted. I go to the stone and I decide which one I want to pick, and then I pick it. And instead of going back and getting back on the path down to Helgen, down to the little village, I go the other way off the edge of the cliff, like tumble and roll into some cave where I'm fighting some creature and looting, and pop out on the other end of the cave somewhere else, and then I'm just off on this like endless stumbling into things and killing things, and then I have to then I go to like a city to like sell stuff, and then like 50 years of in-game time goes by, and then I waltz into the town of Helgen, and old Olaf or whatever his name is still chopping wood, waiting for the day that I would return. Is that you, brave warrior? All those years, where have you been? I swear you were right behind me. In like glowing armor. I knew someday he would return. I just knew it. They have called me fools for waiting here. Hey, what's up, Loose Noodle? Follow me to squirrel. Yeah, exactly. It's just like in Fallout, you know, witness my wife being offed and my child being stolen. Such a terrible, tragic thing. I'm super determined to go find out what happened. And it takes like 5 minutes, and I'm like building colonies, and I'm collecting mech suits and building giant facilities and hoarding wasteland goodies. Scratching my head, wondering, what was that thing I was supposed to be doing? Can't remember. It's been so long. Anyways, back to my my armor suit collection here. Scrubbing, polishing my armor suit. You have a question? Yeah, what? Yeah, sure. Tell me your question. HD cosplay. High definition. The highest. Hey, NG. Have a good night, my friend. Thanks for hanging out for a little while. We shall see you again. What do you mean by HD cosplay, by the way? Jokes aside. I use medium firm or extra firm. I use both of those varieties. Really? HD? Yeah, so they have the sculpt line, which is the gray color. Everything in the sculpt line, and there's 3 firmnesses. There's soft, medium firm, and extra firm. I use the from the sculpt line. I use the medium firm and extra firm. Where are you located? Colombia. Okay. How much are they charging for the box of cosplay on the Amazon? I just want to make sure you're not like buying like some sort of reseller that's, you know, scumming around here, rigging the system here. Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, that's so not like in line with what cosplay is right there. That seems fishy to me. Because first of all cosplay is flexible and durable. all versions are the same flexibility and durability when they're finished, which is very flexible and durable. So that's a red flag. And there is no distinction between HD and regular editions. So I don't know what. It's probably a reseller, and I wouldn't. Yeah, you know what? Let me show you. Let's see if we can get a good source for you here. So if we go over to Cosplay's website, cosplay.com here. Up in the top right corner here is international distributors list. These are actual people that are in contact with cosplay selling, you know, like official distributors. So looks like we got Mexico. Oh, Colombia. Look at that. Zona FX available now. Checked and it doesn't show cosplay. So let's see. Check this link here. I mean, it should be good, but content isn't available right now. Okay. Well, I mean, that's at least a name. Gives you something to go off of. Ecuador, Chile, Brazil. Oh, here I got the list from Chile Works, or the website. Not too bad too. Cost wise, is not too bad. Looks like they got the deco. Let's see if they have any sculpt. Azul. Cosplay Azul. They do. They got the medium firm. The one in Chile. Medium firm for $22. Which is not too bad, considering it's international. Yeah, you browse around. You'll find something, I'm sure. Those shady Amazon resellers, I'll tell you what. They're probably like buying cosplay and like lacing it with sawdust or something to like, oh, you didn't buy the HD cosplay, so you get the one mixed with sawdust. Yeah, that's the standard. That's the standard edition cosplay. I only like my cereal with sawdust in it, thanks. the store brand. You know, the big bags of cereal that comes in the bags, not the box. Curb shield. Yeah, we're just gonna use this to round this off here. I'm close enough to the factory where I forgot I have it delivered sometimes. It defaults to pickup. What, cosplay? Really? Can't be bad to eat wood, right? Well, actually, a lot of trees have a layer. Is it called cadmium layer? There's a layer right under the bark. It's a little film that the tree transfers sugars from the top of the tree down to the bottom of the tree. It's that layer where maple syrup essentially comes from. And it is an emergency food source. Like survival situation. Can be eaten. It's actually a layer. If you were to make a cut all the way around the base of the tree, it would actually kill the tree too. So you have to be careful about that. So basically the way maple syrup is made is you tap into this layer with the little tap, and as the tree is transferring the sugars from the top of the tree down to the roots for winter time, that sugary water comes out of the hole that you make and goes into a little bucket. And then you take the tree sugar water, and then you essentially boil off all the excess moisture, and what you're left with is maple syrup. Tapping, yeah, exactly. See, it's like the blood of a tree. Because in the wintertime, or when winter is about to start, the tree transfers all of its nutrients from above down to below to store it for winter. I believe it's in the winter, or like winter/fall is when they harvest the maple syrup. Or in the case, or if you're in the United States and you just buy a bottle, if you buy a bottle of maple syrup that isn't in a glass bottle that doesn't cost like $10, you're getting corn syrup with blue food coloring dye instead. Basically. It says maple syrup, but it's actually not maple syrup at all. It's the same for honey. Honey's a big one too, where they have like just corn syrup with like honey flavoring. So make sure your honey is actually honey, and make sure your maple syrup is actually maple syrup. Highly recommend getting maple syrup from Vermont. I'm from Quebec, but Vermont borders us. They have the same trees. Vermont, yeah. I think the syrup I have currently is from Wisconsin. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's true. So thankfully there's a local producer of honey here that has dealings with my local grocery store. So they sell the local honey at the grocery store here, which is nice. It comes in like they come in large mason jars, which is nice because every time I finish a jar of honey, I get a free mason jar with it. My mason jar collection. White Lion Publix? What, the grocery store? No, it's called Hy-Vee. It's called Hy-Vee. They will actually work, certain stores will actually work with local sellers. So the one that's a little bit more out in the countryside has a lot of good local made stuff. It's getting pretty close. Let's cut this edge again here. Locusts consuming the land, huh?
Noble ally,
Ah.
please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering service to the kingdom.
Did Jeff give you a talk, Bango Bongo? Me and him were having dinner talking about your performance today. Said he gave you a good thrashing. Jeff. I figure I had a 1 in 4 chance to actually get one of your boss's names with Jeff. Because there's always at least one Jeff, right? How do you get the piece off the wood panel without messing with it? Well, I bake it on the wood panel. So I will make this entirely until it's finished. Stuck on this piece of wood. Goes in and out of the oven like this. And then at the very end, when it's all hardened and done, I'll run this kind of knife along the backside and it comes right off. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Bagobag. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support. Always a pleasure to have you here. Let's see what we got here. Grief does not mean you are lost. It means you have loved deeply. Grief does not mean you are lost. It means you have loved deeply. That's right. If it didn't hurt, if it doesn't hurt when you lose somebody, that means you never loved them. The more it hurts, the more you did. So in a way, it's a good thing that it hurts. Vision gets all the gems. What are you going on about, Mr. Bongo? All right, now we do our wood grain texture first. Takes through.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their...
Who goes that? Mr. Deagle. Thank you very much, Mr. Deagle. I appreciate the support, my friend. And Andriel. Welcome. All right, on the road. And remember, you're establishing the face, the faces first. Don't worry about the edges. You can't do the faces and the edges at the same time. You have to do the faces first and then get them done, and then you can do the edges. Establish the planes. That's right. You must establish the planes. It is the only way. Good, Deagle. How you doing, man? Went for a nice swim earlier. Turned out really good. There was actually a few kids that showed up around Emma's age, and it was just a big pool party for like 2 hours. Definitely got my workout in. Oh, nice. Very healthy, very good for you there, Loose Noodle. I've always contemplated swapping to like tea for evenings, but I think it's the convenience of coffee that gets me. It's just so easy to make a full pot of black coffee. Those dang convenience factors. The downfall of us all. Convenience. It's like one of those auto hammers where it like does the fake pump and then you hit the pedal. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, right. like a table saw, someone just feeding material into front of me. Just while I'm sleeping. Getting automatically textured. Good evening, Mr. Sarab. Who, me? If it's cold, yeah, I don't mind. Sometimes I almost appreciate that old cup of cold coffee. A little refreshing beverage, like surprise beverage. Like, what a glorious surprise. I was thirsty actually. And refreshing. A warming tongue. I've contemplated getting one of those, like, those little tea light warmer that you set your mug onto. Scorch the bottom of all my mugs. Perpetually keeping my coffee nice and hot. Oaken iron guard me well. Oaken shield. Aluminium. Really? I'm picturing a Captain America shield, but like it's aluminum instead of that vibranium stuff. Just like a Joe Schmo grabs it and just bends it in half, like one of those strong men that bend the pans. Let me see that thing. Oh, really? Okay. Excuse me. Lost ethically. I assure you the problem with tree loss has nothing to do with small crafts and niche hobbies. That's like noticing the dripping faucet on the ship while there's a giant hole in the hull, you know. But it's still good, even on a small scale, to care. Speaking in tongues. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Beware, beware, the daughter of the sea. Beware, I heard him cry. His words carried upon the ocean breeze as he sank beneath the tide.
Brush it. Brush it down and then we bake it. Then we do the trimming and this plate on the middle. A separate layer. Okay. So you're just using foil as an armature. It's actually a really effective method. It can work with a lot of things, honestly. Sculpt it, brush it, bake it, pass it. That'd be a great name for like a YouTube creator challenge where you make a project and you part of a project and you send it off to another creator and they make another part. Yeah, well, okay, I saw it done by there's these YouTube creator like illustrators and painters that did something like that with a painting where they all kind of like had a section of the painting that they worked on and then in the end they like auctioned it off. I just always thought it'd be cool if there was a sculpting version of that type of challenge. You know, and each one was a content creator, and they made a video on their part that they did, and it was just really. I think Jazza was part of it. Yeah, it was started by 1000, I think, and it was just as a viewer for me, it was cool to watch the progression. Whenever I saw another video linked to that particular piece, I always watched it, even if it was a creator I hadn't seen before, you know. Pretty cool. The brushing is a way to kind of smoothen things out. So it kind of rounds off our lines and also removes any hard kind of tooled edges. Let's use this brush too. Because the solvent here, this liquid, dissolves the clay just a little bit, and then I'm brushing with this brush, and this brush will actually leave behind brush strokes, which will read as kind of like a finer wood texture. Yeah, I mean with Cosplay and the way that you work it and how you can build in sections, it would basically I could see doing a character where the body is just like the anatomy, it's like a basic anatomical model, and then each creator is responsible for like a different section of the character, like the legs, or legs for one person, arms, maybe, I don't know. Not sure how it's split up. It definitely could happen. Or even maybe not even like a descriptive part that they have to do. They just have to add to it somehow through the layering process of yeah, it looks good. Very nice. Okay, let's get that cooking. Yeah, it would be fun, and the thing is no one would really know what the result would be. You know, could create a really unique result. So, okay, get this in the oven, and we will work on another part of the character. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, Mr. Korvik. 4 days off, family in town. Hey, nice. Always a wonderful thing. I will enjoy it. Yes. Let's see here. Yes, we're making some greeblies. We have quite the greebly collection here for our paladin fellow. See? That's a whole lot of sculpting time I've saved myself. Imagine doing all that by hand. Mm-hmm. Little pieces going here. I am, yeah. Well, I needed, 16 of these pieces, so doing it 16 times was too slow for me. And really, it's a blob of clay, if you think about it. It's a blob of clay. So I made the first mold, started producing, and then instead of removing the original, I just plopped another mold on there. I made 2. A blob. 1 blob of clay is all that's required. That's how we measure things here in the kingdom. Blobs. A standard unit of measurement. A blob is when I grab a chunk of clay with my fingers, that is the unit of a blob. Blippity ploppity bloop. I think I need 1 more. Okay. Hmm. Right. Gonna make a mold of this. Very good. All right. What's next? You take my sweater off. Oh no. Sorry about that there, Captain. Friday's coming. Oh, wait, oh. Figure out what we're doing here. Let's see. What was the weapon? I mean, I could start the pauldron, technically. So... this is what we got here. So looks like we got, let's see here. 1, 2, 3 layers. One. That's like a hidden layer. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers then. These right here, these jewels, yeah, I've already made these. But see, I made the indentation, and the ring around the outside. And then this gemstone part will be done using on the shoulders. Oh, these? Yes. Yeah, because we have to make 4 of those. So we'll make 1 and duplicate it. They're the same. The sword in the book, probably same thing. We'll do the pauldrons separate, but we'll probably duplicate the pauldrons. I'm just wondering how we should go about this layered pauldron here. I'm thinking we'll just jump straight into this outer layer here, and all these other under layers will sculpt kind of just by hand individually. I don't think we need to duplicate those, but we will duplicate this layer here, this outer layer with all the fancy stuff. That's what we do. We'll make this separate, and we make the book and the... We'll make the book attached, but in a separate layer. Mm-hmm. We'll do this pauldron because it's more accessible. Wait a minute. It's like... Okay. Will the shield be attached to his arm with those weird cross swords on the back of it? Yes. That's part of the shield, the cross swords. We must establish the planes. So the key here is to make this as symmetrical as possible here. How? That's where we're gonna get in and actually do kind of insert our own design and just add something, I don't know, some sort of belt or belts or something holding it on. Don't think, Captain, just do. Don't think, just do. No think, only do. Like the belt holding the priestess staff. Yeah. Maybe we'll actually do the belt though. We'll see. We could just World of Warcraft mode it and just peg it on there. Could be that too. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Maybe because it is magic. We've just... It's because we can explain it. Does that make it not magic? Since it seems to be the case. Well, it's not magic anymore because I can explain it. Does it, to classify something as magic, does it have to be unexplainable? Oh. Where's the line here? Okay, so... That's true. I'm tempted to use some foil here because this is going to be quite the honker. Actually, I don't know. There's a lot of undercutting. So let's just do it. Too old, huh? Should be about the height of here. It's always so awkward making World of Warcraft pauldrons. Cause it's like this must be way too big. No, it's actually appropriate. These size. Should make a whatchamacallit, a satirical World of Warcraft character that has like an entire civilization on its pauldrons. Hey, Captain. Get some rest. Get some rest. Hopefully tomorrow's a little more laid back for you there, my friend. Hopefully. Oh. Oh, I see. You know, I've been doing these one-on-one sessions with my student, and that was one of the things we talked about was that the better job you do at forming the piece of clay while it's in your hands, the less work you have to do when it's attached, you know, so. I'm second guessing my not use of foil here. I think I will use foil. Let's just take this really quick here. I think we'll just finish the shape. Finish the shape, and then we'll maybe hollow it out or something. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. I'm just wondering. It's going to be very difficult to carve this out without distorting the shape. We'll just have to get a really sharp knife, I think. How long until I finish this one? I have no idea. God, I couldn't tell you. I rarely know the length of time it will take to do something when I start working on it. I have like estimates, but what did the Draenei priests end up being like? How many days was that? 28, 30 days. It's a little bit more on the wide side. A bit more like this. What percentage do you think you've finished so far? Well, it's pretty far along. I'd say we're probably over the maybe around 50%, I would say. But it's hard to tell. It's hard to know because let's see, we got the tail, the cloak left, both the pauldrons, the arms, the gauntlets. It's still quite a bit. Yeah, still quite a bit. The shield, the weapon. Then it's the base, the feet, the lights. 53%. Maybe realistically it's like 40%, something like that. I don't know. The shield's already started. We're working on the pauldrons. It's just things like hands and the cloak and doing the light work and all that stuff. Like 40%. Yeah, sure. I think 40% is a good 52.76%. 0.77%. 0.78%. 0.79%. .82%. Width of his torso. What's the proper width? I sculpt one of those like bugs from that Dennis Quaid alien movie. What was that called? Where he befriends his enemy. And gets the alien pregnant. Enemy mine. Yeah, that one. Those little meteor shell bugs. I don't think it really comes to, well, it kind of comes to a point. A more subtle point. No, I'm not going to. But I am going to try to reduce the thickness at the end. It's like a loop tool or something. Right. Let's grab some calibers. The measure. I need a loop tool. I'll use this one. If I have any bigger ones. It's probably good enough. Okay, now we need a sharp blade. Oh, nice. The loops, small loops. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. We'll hit this up. I think we'll sand it a bit, so I don't have to worry about doing too much of a finish. And then we sand it, and then we do all the edging in a separate layer. And once that's done, we can duplicate it. Very good. Oh. Well, I normally don't take coin from magic, but this is a special case.
Many seek my heart of spinning
A riddle.
steel, but few can tame the pressure of my soul. I am a ghost of the 90s,
A
reborn
riddle.
in the mist, a shadow
Well,
on
thank
the
you very
pavement,
much,
a
whoever you
dragon in the
are.
dirt.
Riddle
Who am
master. Let me pull this up so I can read it and think of this. A riddle. Did I see the 90s part of the riddle? Let's see. It says an anonymous tip. $50. Thank you so much, whoever that was. I appreciate it. It's probably Gollum. Many seek my heart of spinning steel, but few can tame the pressure of my soul. I am a ghost of the 90s, reborn in the mist, a shadow on the pavement, a dragon in the dirt. Who am I? Heart of spinning steel. Ghost of the 90s. Time. I need some time. Game Boy. I was thinking like the Iron Giant. Please read it again. Many seek my heart of spinning steel, but few can tame the pressure of my soul. I am a ghost of the 90s, reborn in the mist, a shadow on the pavement, a dragon in the dirt. Who am I? Dragon in the dirt. Dragon in the dirt. Ghost of the 90s. A yo-yo. Reborn in the mist, a shadow on the pavement, a dragon in the dirt. How's that a dragon in the dirt, though? That's the hard one. Dragon in the dirt. A dirt bike? A shadow on the pavement. Who am I? Who am I? Oh, it doesn't say what I am. Could it be a what, maybe? Not just a who? One of those BMX bikes. Heart of spinning steel. Sounds like a motor, doesn't it? I am the walrus. I thought it was steam or a steam engine, but no longer. 90s. 1890s. Steam engine. Dragon in the dirt, though? How's it a dragon in the dirt? Shadow on the pavement. So there's pavement. So it can't be that. All right. Hey, sorry about your riddle. You win. Steam will make a shadow. Reborn in the mist. And I could argue steam engine is a dragon. A dragon in the dirt. Good evening, Dishy Dibble. A ghost of the 90s. But few can tame the pressure of my soul. Does seem very steam engine-esque, doesn't it? Or something, some sort of machine. Some sort of steam-powered machine. From the 90s. So much for sculpting tonight. My time was compensated for, Clayton. We can sit here and ponder riddles. You know, this can be a riddle pondering stream. Think about it. Could be. Instead of doing all this smushing clay, we can just do riddles. No problem. Never solving a single one, always pondering. Interesting. Oh, it's a steampunk hummingbird. That's what it is. Boreal. Watch this man strain to think at the camera. See to be or see not to be? That is the question. I need to sculpt a skull just to... Can you post it in the chat? Let's see. Let me copy paste it here. Oh. Okay. Steam, though? Spinning steel? Come on now. Steam? Ghost of the 90s? I'm hoping that's the 1990s. To riddle or not to riddle? Reborn in the mist. Music is all on the cloud now. Oh, yeah, okay. Interesting. Reborn in the mist. A shadow on the pavement. A shadow on the pavement. A dragon in the dirt. Yeah, same. Dragon in the dirt. I don't know. It's an egg. It's always an egg. Time. Egg or time? It's got to be one of those. Dang. Over analyzing. Let's see. Heart of spinning steel. Pressure. Tame a hard to tame pressure. Spinning steel heart. Hard to tame pressure. Ghost of the 90s. Something from the 90s. My precious? Precious. It's been called that before. A shadow on the pavement. A dragon in the dirt. That's the one that's hard to pinpoint. What is a dragon in the dirt? Something buried, like a. I'm just imagining maybe like a fossil in the dirt. You know, like something lost to the dirt. You know, buried. That's where my mind goes with that. Drag in the dirt. Yeah, I was thinking that too. That's what I was thinking, like dirt bike or something. Back when dirt bikes were cool and everybody used to ride them everywhere, you know, back in the 90s. We all rode dirt bikes in the 90s, right? You guys too, or just me? A car? Yeah. The killer dirt bike of the 90s. It's an old Skip It. Oh. Ooh. Skip It. Reborn in the Mist. Reborn in the Mist. Drag on the dirt. It's a plow. Smaug. It's Smaug. It's the only dragon in the dirt. It's some gibberish with no answer just to keep our wheels turning. Well, a Mazda RX-7. Wait, when was Fast and Furious? The first Fast. It's Vin Diesel. It's Vin Diesel. I knew it. All right, let me go put this in the oven. I'll be right back. while I was at the oven contemplating this riddle further, it dawned on me that it might be street sharks or something. This is the answer. Street sharks are cool. Make our mold of this chain link here. Well, if you're out there, Riddle Master, and you'd like to share the answer with us, I think we all have officially given it our best shot. Was anyone correct? Or are we doomed to never know the answer? This riddle. Dirt bike. Well, we have to do. Let's see. There's two. Let's see. There's. Hold on. Doesn't fully click. It the Reborn in the Mist one doesn't read for dirt bike. Let me see here. How many chains does he have? Let's see. There is 3 links per side, so 6 links total. So that means this will have to be duplicated 12 times. Yeah, there's always the one missing, right? An espresso machine. But we also have the unanswered question of, it says, who am I? Does that mean it's a person? Or can that still mean an object or idea or thing? Who am I? Not what am I? That's just riddle talk. Yeah, maybe. Mist. Oh, I never thought of that. Mist. So maybe something that came back from the 90s? Ghost of the 90s. So a Furby? Yeah, it really does. AI does really say the Nissan GTR, aka Godzilla. Is it? What is that? Is that a car? Godzilla. We saw, but yeah, but that's the nickname for that particular car. What is that? Luxury car. Nissan GTR. Built by Japanese Nissan from 2007 to 2025. How's that? It goes from the 90s. I don't get that. Silly robot. Oh, the Skyline GTR became a legend in the 90s. Ghost of the 90s. Reborn in the mist, the modern GTR returning as the spiritual successor, often pictured ripping through fog/smoke. I mean, I guess if it is a car, dirt bike is pretty close. Oh, it's an AI. That's what AI thinks it is. Then I asked what else it could be. It says Silent Hill, Seattle Seahawks, Gran Turismo, Twisted Metal. All right, could be any one of those. It's quite a plethora. The Seahawks. Oh man. Let's see, why does it say Seattle Seahawks? Heart of spinning steel, a loud stadium, crowd energy. Okay. Pressure. Playoff pressure, defensive dominance. Ghost of the 90s. Team Rise began in the late 90s. Reborn in the Mist. Seattle Fog. Legion of Boom era. Dragon in the Dirt. Aggressive ground game. Physical play. More abstract, but still defensible. Yeah, sure. Jeez Louise. How do you unsub from the Riddle Pondering stream? You're not. I think you're past the 24-month marker, right, Bingo? I don't think you can. You signed the contract. All right, let's see here. It's actually around that time. It's that time anyways. Time for me to get out of here. I don't have anything else to do anyways. Got a good stopping point. We'll have to pick this back up again next Wednesday. Well, that was good. That was a good way to spend our last bit of evening time pondering a riddle that we'll never know the answer from the riddle master from. Whoever you are. Okay, well, look what you did. I still think it's Vin Diesel, or if it is a who, it's Vin Diesel, or it's a dirt bike. Let's see. Let's find someone to raid, folks. I will be back on tomorrow. It's Thursday, so we will be working on the Overlord piece tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for the big support. Green Power Ranger. That's a good. A lot of mist and. Who can I drop you off? Lots of different. Yeah, I'll drop you guys off with Mr. Science streams. That's a good idea. Go see what they're up to. All right, my friends. Until next time, I will see you. Bye-bye.